The notion that vaccines are propaganda and make individuals weak can take as a misconception as has gained significant traction in recent years. This ideology is often perpetuated by misinformation and a lack of understanding about the science behind vaccines. However, it is essential to delve into the facts and evidence to debunk this myth. Firstly, vaccines have been extensively tested and proven to be safe and effective in preventing the spread of infectious diseases. The development of vaccines involves a rigorous process of research, testing, and evaluation, which ensures that they meet the highest standards of safety and efficacy. The ingredients used in vaccines are carefully selected and monitored to minimize the risk of adverse reactions. Moreover, the benefits of vaccines far outweigh the risks, with the World Health Organization estimating that vaccines save between 2 and 3 million lives every year. One of the primary concerns raised by anti-vaccine proponents is that vaccines contain toxins and harsh chemicals that can cause harm to the body. However, this claim is greatly exaggerated and misleading. Vaccines do contain small amounts of ingredients like aluminum, formaldehyde, and mercury, but these are present in negligible amounts and are harmless to the human body. In fact, the amounts of these ingredients in vaccines are often less than what an individual would be exposed to in their daily environment. Another misconception surrounding vaccines is that they can cause autoimmune diseases, such as autism. This claim originated from a now retracted study published in 1998 by Andrew Wakefield, which suggested a link between the measles, mumps, and rubella MMR vaccine and autism. However, numerous subsequent studies have failed to replicate these findings, and the overwhelming scientific consensus is that there is no link between vaccines and autism. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), the WHO, and the American Academy of Pediatrics (AP) have all thoroughly investigated this claim and concluded that vaccines do not cause autism. Furthermore, the idea that vaccines make individuals weak and sick is a gross misrepresentation of the facts. In reality, vaccines work by stimulating the body's immune system to produce antibodies that can recognize and fight specific diseases. This process can cause mild side effects such as soreness, redness, and swelling at the injection site, as well as low-grade fever and fatigue. However, these side effects are temporary and typically resolve on their own within a few days. It is also worth noting that vaccines have been instrumental in eradicating and controlling many infectious diseases that were once prevalent. For example, smallpox, a disease that was responsible for an estimated 300–500 million deaths in the 20th century, was eradicated in 1980 thanks to a global vaccination campaign. Similarly, vaccines have been crucial in controlling the spread of diseases like polio, measles, and whooping cough. In conclusion, the notion that vaccines are propaganda and make individuals weak and sick is a baseless and misguided claim. The scientific evidence overwhelmingly supports the safety and efficacy of vaccines, and it is essential to rely on credible sources of information when making decisions about our health. By vaccinating ourselves and our children, we not only protect ourselves from infectious diseases, but also contribute to the greater good of public health. It is essential to be aware of the misinformation surrounding vaccines and to consult reputable sources such as the CDC, WHO, and the to make informed decisions about our health.